the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, I like to give all praises and honor and glory that's definitely due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekah Kradash. Special double honors to the elders and apostles on down at Great Millstone, those fine, sincere brothers who teach well and who rule well and who great examples to us brothers out here. And peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Lesson for today. A lesson for today is to make sure you keep these precepts in your head, you know. And that's why I opened up with this chapter of Psalms chapter 119 verse 104, because through the precepts we get understanding. And also, you know, we want to make sure that these precepts are in our head. You know, we want to always keep them in mind. You know, when we're at home, you know, keep those thoughts of these precepts in our mind, because we're about to come into a very dangerous time where this wisdom and knowledge that we're learning from these scriptures are going to be the stability of our times. Let's go into it. The book of Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, strength and salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, is his treasure. Yeah, so, you know, what is this wisdom and knowledge? Learning these precepts, you know. You know, always trying to remember these precepts as well as applying them. You know, I know sometimes I remember something Elder Apostle Tahar said, you know, way before I even joined the camp, but I was listening to the brothers from GMS, and they were saying that, you know, these, you know, everything is spiritual, and a lot of these things, precepts should come to mind. You know, he said it's good to write them down, but it's even better to have them in your head, you know. So, you know, at the time, you know, being, you know, well, I'm still young in it, but I was like, man, all those precepts, I ain't gonna be able to remember all that, you know. But it's a thing about it, you have to keep practicing and practicing, because they always say practice makes perfect. Repetition is the father of skill. So, you know, when these things are constantly repeated to you, you know, and most importantly, first and foremost, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's spirit has to be upon you to remember these things, you know. And like the scriptures say, you seek him, he'll seek you. And, you know, he see that you're trying. You know, they see you're trying. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is going to work with you, you know. And we also want to make sure that what we speak is sound doctrine, because a lot of these groups out here right now, they're just not doing that, you know. the book of Titus chapter 2 and verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. Yeah. So even, when we go out, we have to make sure that this doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is sound doctrine. That means that you got your T's crossed and your I's dotted, so to speak. You want to make sure that everything is in its correct form, that the way the elder apostles on down have taught us, and it's as we have learned, And we got a lot of groups out there who are just basically making things up as they go, They're making things that are not scriptural, And they're gonna have to answer to that, You got these groups out here that tell you it's okay to you can't get married till you're 20 and you can only have one wife. It's okay to to eat pork, as long as you pray over it. It's okay to have sex on the Sabbath. All these things, and none of these things are scriptural, So we want to make sure, that we're preaching a sound doctrine, and as the elder apostles always say, follow the laws and statutes to the best of our ability. Second Timothy chapter 2 verse 15. Study to shew thyself approved unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Yeah, so we want to continue to study to show thyself approved. And the only way we can do that is to constantly keep at it. I know we have the distractions of that come along in this journey that we're on, but at the same time we want to stay as focused as much as we can to this sound doctrine, and keep in mind these precepts to the best of our ability, because again, we're going into a very difficult time when there will be no internet. There won't be a time that where we can Google a scripture or see what scripture matches up with this particular scripture or what have you. None of those things are gonna. It's like back in the day you have a spelling test. And the teacher would give you certain words to spell. So for that whole week, you're learning to spell these words. So by the end of the week, which was Friday, you would have a test on these words. And the same thing with this truth and knowledge. We're going to be tested, and you need to get as much of this truth and knowledge as you can while you can, learn these precepts, keep them in mind, because there will be a time when we won't have a Bible. This wisdom and knowledge will be our stability of the time of thy times, which is Jacob's trouble. And the only way you can get it is to get it now while you can, man. 2 Timothy 1 and 13. Hold fast the form of sound word, which thou hast heard of me in faith and love, which is in Hamashiach Yahushua. Yeah, so we want to hold, hold fast to the form of these sound words, man. Because like I say again, this wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of our times, and always try to the best of our ability to keep these precepts in mind, man. Ponder over them, because once everything changes, this is going to have to, whatever that you have learned, you're going to have to use that to get you through, Jacob's trouble, to keep you, sound in mind, man. And of course, you got, first and foremost, you have to have Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua dealing with you, above all everything else, But you have to, get these precepts down, man, Keep this wisdom and knowledge and stability, and like I say, now is the time to do it. So, Lord willing, I hope this was an edifying lesson to you brothers and your sisters out here. And once again, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory that's definitely due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekach Radash. Special double honors to the elders and apostles on down at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Until the next time, Lord willing, I say Shalom.